So we're live. Hi, dear viewers. This is Leah Rubinstein, live streaming from New York, and I am an ambassador to 1 Million Meditators. So here we are in a weekly program called Drops of Light Project, where I'm just as the name says it, dropping a little bit of light, a little bit of knowledge, and the way that we can make the most of this information. And tonight I'll be teaching you a little bit about the Kabbalistic point of view of who we human beings are, how the world was created, what the universe is composed of, and knowledge is power, but self-knowledge is self-empowerment. And I've been teaching through these classes about the levels of the soul. Last week we saw the animal soul. Who are we and what are we composed of? So I'm going to share with you the PowerPoint presentation. Last week we saw the animal soul. Today we're going to be learning about the emotional soul, which is very, very acclaimed. So I hope I can share my screen with you. Now I would like you to tell me if you can see. Please, Pau, if you can let me know if you can see my screen. Can you please comment if you can see my screen? Paulina? Yes? Paulina, can you please comment if you can see my screen? Are we? No? Paulina says you still cannot see it. I always struggle with this. So let me share my screen once again. Thank you for your patience. How about it now? I guess yes, it's a yes. So can you please just confirm, Pau, that you can see my screen?
Gracias, ahí salgo en.
Paulina, can you please confirm, or people, because I cannot see. Okay, great. So last week we saw that we are basically in a dual mode, and we choose to be either a body or we choose to be a soul. And well, so our animal body, the soul of this animal body that we have, it's called in Hebrew NEFESH BEHEMIT, which is the animal soul. But we also have a divine soul, and it's called Neshama Elokit. And of course, we shift from one to the other, right? When we experience the need to sleep, for example, or when we experience a bodily need for food, for sleep, for protection, the lowest of the scale of the Maslow pyramid, when we are on survival, we're mainly in our bodies, whereas when we choose to go out of this animalistic mode, we go into our divine essence. This is our divine essence, and we become godly like. So the animal soul, we said last session, that is all this animalistic and bodily needs, and it's basically living in the sympathetic nervous system, right? We're all the time looking for threats. We're all the time on survival. And our egos experiment these not so nice traits as resentment, fear, a lot of separation from others, judgment, anger, anxiety, depression, victimization, arrogance, pride, the desire to receive for oneself. Because we are in the survival mode, we don't want to share, we are reactive. That's our animalistic way of being. However, I'm so happy that the world, despite what you read and despite what you see, the world is shifting into a much higher and a nicer level of soul. So life doesn't happen to you. We're going to make life happen to us, right? We are going to activate this godly soul, this godly spark that lays inside of us. And well, the layers of our soul look more or less like this. And of course, the more you expand and the more you dwell in this realm, life suddenly becomes easier and you become still and you become calm and you achieve peace. And as a result of that, you become a happy person. You achieve happiness. So I'm going to very quickly over here. This is taken from Rabbi Dober Pinson's books of Kabbalah. It's called 32 Gates. And as you can see here, the lowest one is the Nefesh, what I was telling you about, the animalistic body. And today we're going to be seeing the emotional soul, which is called Rúach. So remember that the animal soul has its ego, but we are much more than that. And now, where is the door to our second level of soul? It resides in our hearts. And actually, the HEARTMATH Institute is doing a great job in all the research that it has done with the heart and how we can achieve harmony through our emotions. If we focus on having elevated emotions, then we activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which calms all our systems, harmonizes all our system. It sends a lot of information to the brain that is in constant stress. So it sends a signal to the brain to be in harmony, in calmness, and of course the brain then triggers all kinds of chemicals so that we can heal ourselves and can achieve calmness, peace. We can cure anxiety, etc., just by focusing the attention on our hearts. And it's called directed self-emotion, no? Self-directed emotion, which means we activate an emotion, a higher emotion, and then our electromagnetic field expands. Now, did you know that our hearts are 5,000 times more electromagnetic than our brains? There is something called Magnetocardiograph that demonstrates that our hearts produce lots of electromagnetic signals and this field. And of course, every electromagnetic signal has a lot of information. So this electromagnetic field, as we saw before, goes beyond walls. And well, some people say that it can be measured, but some other experts tells us that actually we don't know what's the range of this electromagnetic field of ours. So it can be from a few feet to expanding throughout the universe. Remember the first slide where I showed you that our souls expand from our bodies outwards? Well, tonight's meditation is going to be focused on expanding this electromagnetic field. And of course, if you are feeling fear, then this electromagnetic field will be contracted. And of course, you're going to be in survival, right? So what we want people is to expand the electromagnetic field and feel calm and feel as part of the universe. So the HeartMath Institute has a device called Inner Balance, one of them, the gadgets, where you can actually measure. Isn't this amazing times to be alive? We can measure our harmony. The human heart has more pathways to the brain that send coherent information to the brain and calms all our system. So we can, this is a trainer, this is a training device for us to use on an everyday basis, just to set a baseline so that we can train this animal of ours, we can train this body to achieve calmness and to master our emotions, to focus on elevated emotions. And with practice, with everyday practice, we can achieve harmony, we can harmonize our body. So it's just a brief class. I'm going to stop sharing now. And I'm back with you. So just to, oh, hi, Lena. Thank you. I'm just reading the comments. Thank you, Mika. Thank you, Lena. So it's just a brief class to make you self-aware. This is a metacognitive job, and every day of constructing a baseline and to be aware. And of course, when you focus your attention, you can expand the range of your focus. You can get hold of your powers and implement them in your daily life. So my recommendation to you is that you meditate every single day, at least 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes before you go to sleep. And even if you are experimenting a very stressful day, even in the middle of the day, if you harmonize your heart and your whole body, you can self-regulate the stress, reset your day, be calm, and continue. But then again, it has to be on a daily basis, because mindfulness and meditation actually is a daily practice, is a way of being. So we start from learning to practicing to making this a habit and becoming. In the end, it's like diets, no? Diets don't really work because we don't want to do the work. Remember that the brain is going to tell you, this animalistic body of ours is going to tell you, nah, I don't think so, I'm too tired, or not today, maybe later, or I don't like meditation, I feel impatient. So it's about taming our bodies and doing the work. The more you linger in this realm, the better chances you are to achieve miracles in your life. Because trust me, when you connect with Source and when you connect with your higher being, then the miracles happen because you become a co-creator with higher Source. And there's this, excuse me, there's this psychiatrist, I don't know if you heard of him, Dr. Gabor Mate, which is an expert in addictions. And he says that the root of all addictions is loss of connection. And of course, it's not only the what we've lost when we were children, it's also the connection over here. This is the door to higher realms. So it was just a brief class, nothing major. And now I'm going to guide you into a technique, a HEARTMATH technique, that it's called attitude breathing. That is, I'm going to guide you. We're going to focus. For example, it's the end of the day. I'm sure you want to let go of stress. So I'm going to guide you from we might be stressed or tired. We're going to do the reset and focus your attention of bringing about a super evening. So let's do it, okay? Let me just put our 1 Million Meditators music. There we go. And just, I would like you to sit comfortably. We recommend that every time you meditate, Don't do it in your bed or don't lie down because chances are that you're going to fall asleep. So just sit up with your back straight and relax your hands over your lap. Allow your breath to go in and out easily. Breathe slower and deeper. Slower and deeper. Remember your first level of soul, this animalistic physicality that we were given. And tonight we're going to transcend into a higher being, and we're going to open the door and activate the intelligence of our hearts. Allow the breath to reach other parts of your body and be aware and relax the muscles in your face. And let's activate our hearts. Focus your attention in the area of your heart. Breathing a little slower and a little deeper than usual. Slower and a little deeper than usual. Just like the waves in the sea. If it helps you, you can touch the area of your heart. And just be aware what your sensations are. The minute you activate your heart, your parasympathetic nervous system is telling all of your body, I am safe. Slower and deeper. Slower and deeper. Now, I'd like you to focus on an elevated emotion. Let's set the tone of the night for stillness. And just in your mind, say to yourself, I am at ease. I am at ease. Remember that the words that we tell ourselves rewire our brains, and when we rewire our brains, we rewire the way we see life. So peace and stillness are created by us. I am at ease. Now feel the field that you are creating with your heart and expand this emotion of stillness and ease. expand your field beyond the room that you're sitting in. Expand your field beyond the house that you are in. And shower with peace the city that you live in. I am at peace. I am stillness. Now, I'd like you to feel in your body, feel your blood changing its component. Feel your immune system being strong and strengthened. And just expand this emotion of peace and explore this door to other levels of consciousness and other levels of soul. What a beautiful gift we have in our hearts. What a great time to be living. That science has proven the power of our hearts. When we are in coherence, we can repair our bodies and we can achieve a perfect immune system. Just continue expanding and just continue cultivating stillness. Don't forget your breathing. Don't forget the flow of your breath in and out like the ocean. Now begin to rest both of your hands on your lap. Record how your heart is feeling. Record all your bodily sensations, how your body feels different when you're in this state of coherence, in this state of harmony. And gently begin to put your awareness in the room that you're sitting in. You may start to wiggle your fingers. You can move your head if you wish to from side to side. And slowly, whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. So how did it feel? How's your how is your body now? Much different than when it was before, right? Like before we had the stress of our normal or regular working day. Now we're ready to wrap up our days. So every time you want to feel calm, you can do this technique. As I said before, it's called the attitude breathing. And it's about, first of all, achieving what we're feeling. So if you're feeling, for example, anxious, or if you're feeling afraid, or whatever lower emotion, whatever contractive emotion you have, acknowledge it, and then focus your attention on the opposite. If you're feeling anxious, then breathe ease and peace. If you're feeling fearful, then breathe certainty and protection. If you're breathing judgment, or if you're feeling judgmental, then breathe in compassion. And remember, for this week, we already saw the ego and the reactive animalistic body, the soul, and today we saw the emotional level of the soul. So you have already two techniques over there, two tools. And well, next week we're going to be seeing a different kind of soul, and that's the mental soul, the intellectual soul. Thank you very much for being here with me. Hey, Jimena, thank you so much. I'm glad that you're watching. Thank you so much, and have a great night, everybody. Bye.